Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another video on my channel, Mothering with Rum. I've been trying to make more videos. Well, I really couldn't. It's been really busy with school, with work, and just preparing for the holidays. It's been a lot going on, but I have a lot of things that's on my mind now. I feel like I have things that I want to talk about and want to share. So I thank you guys for tuning in and for joining me. And I also want to, before I go any further, thank my subscribers. I don't know who you are. I went from having like 4 to having 7, and it's not a lot, but for me, this is something that I've been wanting to do for a while. So the fact that I even I went from 4 to 6, and now I have 7, and with God behind me and putting this vision in my head of what I want to do and what I want to talk about, I'll have more. So thank you. Please feel free to show these videos to your friends, anyone that you feel that may have what I'm saying in common and that they can relate to it, they can learn something from it. And please continue to like and subscribe to my videos and my channel. It really helps, and it will really help. Okay, so thank you. Just wanted to say that first. So what I want to talk about today is being a mom with limited resources. Yesterday was a rough day for me. It was a rough day. I could say family-wise, but I think good came out of it, at least on my end. I learned, or I figured out that I have to be a bit stronger, especially if this is something that I feel like I want to do. Putting my life or putting my experiences out there for everybody to talk about. I have to be a bit stronger about what people's perception of me may be, even if it's correct or not. A good amount of time it's going to be incorrect. And not everyone I have to correct them. They're just going to have to just think what they want to think. And I think that just goes for everybody. Like I even tell my kids, people don't think what they want to think about you. You know who you are. You know what I know who I am. I know what I've been through. I know my experiences, and nobody can speak for me. So therefore, I'm not going to beat myself up about that again. So that was a good lesson for me yesterday. It took me all day yesterday to get through and part of today to get through, in realizing that I have to, bless you, I just have to live in my truth, and whoever doesn't like it or they don't agree with it, that's absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with that because they didn't live it, I did. So with that being said, let's move forward. So like I said, I want to talk about limited resources. So earlier this year, I was diagnosed with COVID. In March, I had COVID. In August of 2018, I had surgery on my ACL, on my left ACL. And it was during those times that being a mother with limited resources, when I say limited resources, limited where it's like you have to have a game plan, because you are going to be, despite what's going on with you health-wise, you're going to be the main one that's going to be the catalyst for the well-being of your children, no matter what you're going through, right? During those times, I really had to realize how strong I am, how strong I was in things that happened in the past that's God had prepared me for these moments. So I really couldn't falter. I really couldn't fall into a hole and get depressed and get sad and, oh my God, I don't know what I'm going to do, because I had to figure it out. Okay. And that's just all I really want to talk about today. There's going to be times being a parent, and it goes for fathers as well, for mothers, fathers, and it can even be caretakers, like an aunt or a grandmother, something like that, right, of young children, where things are going to happen and you're going to end up being alone. In those moments, you really had to believe in yourself that whatever game plan you have to, or whatever you have to strategize, as far as the game plan, in order to make sure that your children, as well as yourself, are being cared for, provided for, that you're doing the right thing, because you are the limited resource. It is just you. With COVID, it could only be me, because I had to be isolated. When I had my ACL, my partner was around, but he had to work a lot of the times too. But when he was available, he was very helpful, but for most of the time it was just me. And that can go for even small things. It has to be just illness. It can be, figuring out daycare for children, or figuring out transportation of how to get to and how to get kids to and from school, which is something that I have had to deal with and I have to deal with. So because their work schedule and my work, their school schedule and my work schedule is the same, so I have to always figure out ways about getting them to and from school, because I should be already at work by the time that they're at school. So it's not always about illness. It can just be those simple things about childcare, daycare. It could be this COVID thing is going on and everyone needs their own laptops, they need their own workstations. How am I going to figure that out? I'm the limited resource. That also makes me the focal point for my children, so I have to figure it out. When doing that, you got to keep in mind that you're never going to be able to please everyone with the decisions that you make when it comes to working within your limited resource, which is yourself. So you can't do things and then if you get some kind of a backlash from it, be it anyone, friends, family, neighbor, co-worker, anyone, you have to stand in your truth, stand in your belief that you are doing the best that you can for yourself and for your immediate family. And if that game plan, if that doesn't work out for whatever reason, you as a limited resource, you as the focal point, make another plan, figure it out, and try it again. If God was able to bring us this far, He is going to carry us the rest of the way. And that's the mantra that I use for a lot of things in my life. Most recently, COVID being one of them, because that was a really major thing. And going through those things at times, it can be very lonely and it can be stressful, and you have nothing but time to just sit and think, depending on what the situation is, and you end up doubting yourself. And it doesn't help when you feel like you are where you have these limited resources, things that you can only work with, be it your physical capacity, your financial capacity, just how far you can stretch your dollars, just how confident you are in yourself as a parent, where it makes you really doubt yourself. But I just wanted to make this video for anyone that's watching it, and also I wanted to make it for myself to know that as long as we are working within our truth and we're working within what we know and what we can do, no other factor should be able to come in and dissuade us and make us feel as if we are doing the wrong thing, because again, we are the limited resource. We have to make a decision. We're doing what we need to do because we all we got, and the children are we are all that the children have. So I'm all that I have, and I'm all that my kids have. So at that end, it's like, be damned what anyone else got to say, because I'm the one that has to figure it out. Okay, so I don't know if this made any sense to anyone. I don't feel like I was rambling, but I think the main point is that you really have to believe in yourself. You're gonna have lonely periods. You're gonna have stressful periods when you are a single parent that doesn't have a huge support system in any way, in the way of friends, family, anything. It's just going to be stressful, but know that you can, and we will get through it. And when everything is said and done, you'll be like, you know what, you did the damn thing. Okay, so just keep pushing, and just keep, most importantly, just keep believing in yourself, and keep relying on God to give you the answers. And whatever any naysayer may have to say, or what anyone's opinion might have to be, you don't have to listen, and you don't have to make their opinion gospel, because it's not. And a lot of times, the people that aren't there, people that don't know you, they have the biggest opinion. And that's just like the weirdest flex to me, but So thank you for watching this video. I'm going to try to commit for myself, my own goals. I'm putting it out there, so I'm putting it out in the universe to at least make 2 videos a week. We're gonna see how that goes. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please feel free to watch, I don't know where it's going to be, other videos. Feel free to peruse the channel. I have a lot of cute fun stuff, and I think I have really thought-provoking stuff on there as well. And I will see you for the next video. Alright guys, you have a good one. Take care.